Here we go. We're gonna talk and walk. We're gonna do the things. We're gonna wave at neighbors. We're gonna be all kinds of nice and stuff. Because, you know, people might be like, what the fuck is he wearing? You think that, but at the end of the day, nobody really gives a shit. Nobody's really paying that much attention. But back to the shoes, all right? So I decided to get the Altima Maritimes because they're slip resistant, and you know, if they're built for waterport operations, you know, if they get wet, they'll dry out relatively quickly. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Got one 12-hour day in them, but I think I'm averaging a couple of miles a day in them. And you know, normally after a little bit of wear in Doc Martens, even brand new ones, you know, decently broken ones, they'll the bottoms of my feet, I can feel them start to swell, like almost immediately. And so far I haven't had that in these. Very comfortable. They wear like a shoe. They support like a boot. My only real complaint is kind of got bitch ankles. Like not from a rigidity standpoint, just from the skin being kind of weak, being used to being wrapped in supple leather and wool sock. Well, the top edges are kind of rough, and my first day wearing them, I was kind of hype about getting them and trying them on and running them through a little bit of a pace. That I was wearing low-cut socks because low-cut shoes, cool guy stuff. You know, you can't look like you're wearing socks because socks aren't cool apparently. But yeah, so I was wearing low-cut socks, and the tops of the boots just ate my ankles up. Yeah, it looked like diaper rash around my ankles, but it went away. Wore some boot socks, turned them down a little bit, just so, you know, not wearing knee-high socks with shorts. Because nobody likes the knee-high socks with shorts. Look, you know, until you're like 60 and it's jorts and white New Balances. But yeah, so far these look like they're gonna be my standard, because not only can I go work out in them, they're decent shoe to lift in. Your foot doesn't slide around, anything like that. Make a decent walking shoe. Haven't really ran in them yet because I'm not really the running type. About 20-30 pounds too heavy to be running around in my mind. I just hate running. I ran enough in band and stuff. It's the shit I tell myself, at least. When your marching band runs more than the football team, well, that'll tell you something. It'll either tell you that the band was a group of badasses, you know, dorky badasses, but a group of badasses, or the football team was a pack of pussies. Or somewhere in the middle, you know. But yeah, I don't run, so I haven't really tried running in them. Oh, you know what? Fuck it, let's go for it. Let's get a jog on. You know what? Not bad. Not bad at all. Like, not super cushiony, kind of cushiony. Don't really feel the road impact like you would barefoot or in like heavy ass boots. They're decent. But so yeah, the Altima Maritime so far, from a random guy on the internet, thumbs up. 5 months down the road, might be like, these things suck and everybody's lying about them, but we'll find out. And the grip is actually quite good in the grass. Yeah, like I said, just smile and wave. Just smile and freaking wave, man. I just had a lady wave her ever-loving ass off at me. Either A, she was having a really good day, or I just made her day better. And that's cool either way. But so yeah, the Altimas they have good grip in the grass too. It's almost like that's what they're made for doing this stuff in an adverse environment. But Oh, another car. Use this as an opportunity to turn around. So, yeah. But, so get out and do something, man. You got life. You either do something with it or you don't. At the end of the day, the only person it affects is you. Give a shit, don't give a shit. That's up to you. Personally, I got tired of not giving a shit. Not giving a shit takes effort. You know, the inner bad motherfucker voice wants to do stuff. The inner bitch voice is constantly having to tamp them down. And you know what? That inner bad motherfucker finally decided to come back out. Decided to push down the inner bitch. And just say, not today, man. You've had your time. It's time for you to have a vacation. The bad motherfucker's had a long vacation and wants to get back to work. You know, I'm not lazy in the realm of I'll go to work and work 12 to 14 hours and get after it and put out my best effort and then get home and suck. Now, does that mean I have to take a little bit of my energy away from work to not suck at home? Sure, because you can't be 100% on one thing, because that means you're 0% on fucking everything else. And that ain't too cool, man. So, you gotta figure out how to divide that shit. You know, give 25% at work, 75% at home, or if you want to divide it down to fucking 10% at work and split the other 90% amongst your people, your family, your household work, your hobbies, and all that shit, that's cool. But you have to make that total. Whoa, got a weak neck on this thing. But you gotta make that total mean more, right? So you're sitting here thinking, fuck, I'd get fired if I can only give 10% at work. Well, it's because your 100% sucks. You gotta make it to where your 10% is everyone around you. That's their 100%, man. See what I was talking about? About not being able to talk and walk and breathe all at the same time? All right, we fell them down. So, yeah, man, make your fucking dime worth everybody else's dollar. You ain't got time to fuck around. You don't have time to burn out on stuff. You got a job to do. You gotta be a father. You gotta be a husband. You gotta be somebody's brother. You gotta be their son. You gotta be a support for somebody. And weak supports don't last. And you gotta last, motherfucker. You got an average life expectancy of something in the range of like 70, early 70. Mine, once I get past 36, I win out of my paternal, male genetics. Don't know anybody that are males on my dad's side that really made it past 40. He didn't make it to 60. I mean, he didn't make it to 36. So I make it to 36. I win, motherfucker. Well, guess what? I want to raise that average life expectancy. It might be by a day, it might be by an hour, it might be by a minute. Goddamn, it might be by an immeasurable fraction of a second. But I want to be one better than the last, if just by a little bit. And then I want that bit to be so goddamn good, it counts for extra. So we're done doing the me thing. This is the me thing. The working out, the getting better, the getting after it. Oh my fucking God, it's a Google van. It's a Google car. I'm gonna be on the Google Street View in a plate carrier. How tactical operator is that? the fucking surveillance drone. Oh, California plate. I wonder if poor chick's been driving or how they break that up. Because, God, can you imagine having to start in like San Diego and doing a north-south, west-to-east sweep, the entire fucking nation, down every goddamn side street. Oh, that sucks. That sounds like a fat bag of suck. But you know what? So to what I was saying, man, is make your dime worth more than $1. Make your 10% better than everybody else's 100%. The walking, the working out, at the end of the day, that's a fucking me thing. And I don't say that being selfish. I say that being selfless. Because you know what you can't do if you're fucking dead or you're fucking in a bed? You can't help. You can make the best of what you got. Say you're, oh shit. Let's say you're all jacked up in a bed, got, you know, your feet taken off from diabetes or some kind of cancer or something that, you know, that had something you could have solved or you could have prevented, and you're up in bed. Well, you can't provide for your family as well. You can't do the things. You can't be a great example. You can be an icon of strength and resilience in your last little minute, but what would have been even better is all that effort and strength and resilience and fighting, you applied that shit a long time ago to get yourself to a point where you're not laid up in bed, you're not missing your feet. You know, you're able to walk and do and lift and move and fucking fight and fuck. But, so I say I'm being selfish, but I'm truly being selfless, and that's what you should do. You can't care for other people if you can't care for yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Yeah, there's a book, an old book. It's got a lot of stuff in it. And you may not agree with the story about how the world was made or how people was made or whatever. And if you don't believe that, that's fine, because admittingly, most days I don't know if I believe that either. But it's got good fucking advice in it. And if you ignore good advice because you disagree with how it's being put out and presented, well, that's a fucking you problem. If you can't learn from something you disagree with, dude, look in yourself. Figure that shit out. But now I'm gonna do the we things, the y'all things, the people things, the my people things. Water in a little garden. It's got my rosemaries. Look at those rosemaries. So, no shit,